Allah, Allahu, 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 hu, hu. I titled this Self-Mastery Geometry. The words you speak are frequencies and vibrations. The more you even think, say you think about your struggles and you think about how you're oppressed and how these people are bad and this and that, that is going to be your state of frequency. That is where your thoughts will dwell. That is how you're going to react to the illusion, to your outside stimuli. I'm not going to go online with anybody, so I'm going to turn off my chat requests, okay? I just don't have time for that right now. I'm just going to go, after this live, I'm just going to go outside and take a little walk while the two daughters and my wife, they continue watching Beauty and the Beast with Hermione, you know, the live action. Anyways, so the thoughts you think are expressed out in your life. So if you are someone that is judgmental, you're going to get stimulation that is going to allow you to be that vibration of a judgmental person. So I like to repeat higher octaves of the infinite, and that can be through any spiritual tradition. You can do Gregorian chants, you can do Vedic mantras, you can do Buddhist mantras, you know, the Heart Sutras and all that kind of stuff, because it's a frequency. It opens your auric field up. But the prerequisite to get to that is you cannot be thinking about the lower realms. You know, you cannot be thinking about the mundane things of life. You know how to break curses. It's an inner work. As you change as a person, say you break a curse, right? Because that curse is attached onto a certain version of you that you are identifying with, and you break the curse by basically, once you aren't that person anymore, that curse will die with that old self, you know, dying. Imagine you have a tattoo, right? Imagine that you have a tattoo, and you shed your skin, and then that tattoo goes away. You know, it's the same kind of concept. It's like you can become a new person that does not even have, that curse can't attach to you anymore because you aren't that same person anymore. And it's something within, actually, because you invite the curse, actually. If you are affected by someone's words, some part of you is holding on to that person's word. And only you can allow that to happen. I thought I was cursed for the longest time until I realized that, yeah, fine, I was cursed, but it was almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy that I was creating that program within me and saying the names of the divine. These are high octaves of mantras and frequencies and vibrations that literally break apart lower frequencies. It's like when you have two things that are of not the same vibration. You know, like say you have a unbalanced tire. You know, you have something that it's gonna start shaking. Your car is. It's almost like a tuning fork. These words, you know, are tuning forks. You know, going in nature and smelling the flowers and breathing in the air and connecting with a tree, just with your thought. You know, just by understanding that, you know, the air you breathe is a byproduct of trees. But what do they eat? Trees eat the carbon dioxide. So it's like just by you thinking like that, it takes you past the mundane human experience. You become more connected. And what's a higher frequency than nature? Nothing is higher frequency than nature. Yes, we can create replicas of nature, and we put the beauty, something that has beauty in it, it has a frequency of beauty. And beauty is owned by the source, owned by the divine, owned by Allah, whatever you want to call that word. You just witness it through your experience. But if you can't see the beauty, it's because you're not aligned with the beauty. A lot of people hate themselves. They hate themselves. They're ashamed of themselves. They have deep-rooted shame. They have deep-rooted guilt. It's almost like you can't love yourself. And that's a bad thing, to love yourself. That's egotistical. No, egotistical is everything you do is to solidify that ego, to secure that ego. We're in the state of now, present, but we think about the past or the future. Yeah, I mean, also, like, you have to understand. You have to understand. You have to like, in my experience, I had to understand time and how it's constructed, and how the construct of time is utilized as a prison or a stepping stool. Time is a construct, and space is a construct. It's all happening now. The past didn't happen in the past. It happened right now. Trying to look ahead, thinking of going to get better. Yeah, but that version of you that's looking ahead, thinking it's going to get better, is still attached on to the past and the experiences. You have to let go of the past, because you are the conglomeration of the past in the present. But the more you are holding on to the past, you're holding on to a part of you that doesn't exist and can never exist. So why, and then depression about the past, anxiety about the future, and it's like, how do you live in the now? You live in the now as in, like, you live in excellence. You develop yourself. You raise your octaves. You raise your vibration. That means you raise your level of awareness, and you raise your level of self-mastery. Please answer my 2 questions, sir, please, if you can. What it means if I call you. I don't care. I don't know what it means. You tell me what it means. It doesn't matter what it means. You can call me anything you want. It doesn't have any bearing on my thoughts of what you call me. What's the point of all we die anyways, coming from a nihilist perspective? That's your point. That's your perspective, not mine. See, like you want other people to agree with you, then you'll feel better about that, about your perspective. I don't care about who agrees with me or who doesn't agree with me. This is a science. This is how the nature of this reality operates. It has laws. It has natural principles of the seen and unseen, where science ends, spirituality begins. Can you answer my question, Sheikh? I don't see a question. So basically, the Creator came to you and showed you things? Who said that? No one said that. I didn't say that ever. That's the stupidest thing. I mean, that's your assumption. You're assuming I said that. I'm saying the Creator is within you, right? Closer to you than your jugular vein. It has never left you. That actually, the Creator never left you. You have to rediscover it within you. So that's the thing. You look at as Allah as being somewhere out there in the physical. You should call yourself Sheikh Mystic. Sheikh is what? Sheikh Mystic. Yeah. Well, I'm already committed to Muslim Mystic. I had to ask, that's why. Yeah. Some people don't see. I'm just wondering, sir, someone called me, and I'm not disrespecting. That's what I asked you. Someone called me. Let them call you with that. Who cares? Who cares if they call you anything? It only matters if you have some kind of, label you're trying to hold on yourself, and you get upset if someone else doesn't acknowledge that, So, I mean, what other people think of me, like I said, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not living for their approval. and you can connect with Allah 100%. There's no intermediaries between you and Allah, and the system, the institutionalized systems have become the intermediaries. So it's like what this person's opinion about what Allah is what you should go by. No, you are your own sheikh. But it's through gnosis, it's through self-discovery. It's through going towards Allah. And it's going past your limitations, past even your own ego. Because your ego limits you. Because your ego has been told, you can't do this, you can't do that. You're not good enough. He is Indian and they know how to not to care for gossips. Discipline. I'm Indian, they know how not to care. What are you talking about? Every society, every group of people, the masses, they love gossip. Gossip runs their life. Allah is not helping me. If you think Allah's not helping you, then guess what? Allah's not going to help you. It's because you've been like showed a very minute perspective of the infinite, which is the divine, Allah. Punishing, and you're going to go to hell if you don't do this, and it's all fear. It's all fear driven, and you're going to get your reward after you die. But in the meantime, you have to listen to us and go by how we say religion is. I do like candles. If I had a credit card. I do like candles. Candles are the pure form of light. This light up here, these bulbs, they're not actual real light. It's false light. The real light is the flame. That's why they use it for connecting with that. When you light candles, it's like a different feeling, a different frequency. And that's through the law of correspondence. Everything has a frequency and vibration. Everything has a frequency and vibration. Some lights have different K, like 70, 100K and XYZ, but it's all false. But the candle is the purest form of light because it's taking different elements and it's burning it, and it's like a alchemical process. He's a person who feels, but what people think doesn't make up his own interpretation. Yeah. I mean, you can have guidelines, and that's what that is. These different schools of thoughts, these are guidelines. But it's not your guideline, it's their guideline. And you can incorporate it in your own. But it's like, it gets you stable, and then from that level, you climb higher and higher. Okay, I gotta see what's going on. The daughter's crying. See what's going on here. Okay, everybody, so I'm gonna go right now. Duty calls, okay? And remember, how you think of Allah is how that power is gonna manifest in your life. Okay? So take care. Assalamu alaikum.